What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Looking for room, it's Blaylock. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoff.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Finds his target. Turns it on in midfield. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Right side, it's Blaylock. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. making the adjustment. Move to his right. He'll pull it down and run. They didn't even let him sniff it. Knocked him out of bounds well short of the first down. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Third and long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Just got rid of that one.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled it.
There he goes! Touchdown Sooners! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Turning it on. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Direct snap. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
Snap to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. One final play before the end of the quarter. Moves the pocket. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Play action on first down. He's got it way down the field. Flying out to the left. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Sends it back in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Blaylock. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. He now has 56 yards on the ground for them so far, has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to run it. There he goes. Quick step and go. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the first down. Not enough. Let's see what they do on 4th.
The Sooners will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Excellent discipline by this defense. They keep everything in front of him, and they make the big 4th down stop.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Sets his feet. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. On the run, it's Blaylock. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Third and long right here. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get the corner. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the first down.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. After run, now throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And he's brought down after a short gain. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Quarterback changing the play. Gets the back moving. Taylor wants to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The offense hasn't been able to get it done on fourth down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. Throws it back. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 12 team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Orange, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Going to try to get it himself. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Back's got it on the screen. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Fields the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Turning it on! He's past the sticks. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Finds his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Taylor wants to throw. Whip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
That's a really nice play on second down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. All the way! Touchdown, Oklahoma! They'll line up to go for two. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for the edge. The pitch. He's into the end zone for the two and extends the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second and long here. To the back. He breaks a tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
They'll field this one in tight quarters. And they'll stop him right there on the return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Makes a connection. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going.
He's loose on the right. Inside the 10. Touchdown Sooner. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. They're all over him. Leaping grab for a big gain. There he goes down the right side. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finished it off with a scintillating big play, 83 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Thomas. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Out wide right, it's Walker. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
He's going to take off. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A run for the quarterback. He's past the marker. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay. As they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play.
Great, here we go.
Hand it to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To throw, it's Fowler-Nicolosi. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Trying to take it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. From the gun, dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
To the air. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right side, it's Hansen. Lots of room to run. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Runs through a tackle. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Rush right in his face. Left side is Hansen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together.
Makes a grab and room to run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Might as well run him again. Past the 40. On the move at the 30. He now has 79 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Lets it fly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. On the move. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an